Hey guys, Hardy here. Today I'm going to do a Katars guide for y'all. It's pretty much my best weapon. I top 8'd in Winter Champs with a Surrey, and as you can see, it's my best legend. Before that though, I'd like to ask y'all to sub and like the video, and if you guys are interested in coaching, you can check out the link in the description. It's medify.gg/HardyMJ. With that out of the way, we can get into the video though. So to start off, we're going to go over Katar attacks. We're going to start off with the grounded attacks, and then we'll go over airborne after that. So to start off, we're going to go over Sidelight. It's going to be your main punish tool and your main combo starter since it goes into true combos. At higher healths, starting around orange, you're not going to be able to get Sidelight, D-Light, true anymore, so you would go into Chase Dodge, End Light instead, which allows for a consistent true combo still. And then you can go for reads off of this as well. It's really good at just holding ground control. Like you stay on the ground, you bait out an attack, and then you punish with Sidelight, since it goes into a combo and it's got such priority on the ground. And then we got N-Light, which is not very punishable on whiff. You can just do D-Light after if they're above you. So you go to anti-air with N-Light and then D-Light if they didn't get caught by it. It's really good on the ground. It's a decent anti-air because of the fact that it's not really punishable. You're going to go into N-Light D-Light if they don't have a dodge and you have 7 dex or higher, because that's only one frame, making it unjumpable. But if you are lower dex than 7, you would have to do recovery when their dodge is gone. Alright, and finally we have D-Light. It's probably your best anti-air, one of your best grounded tools, because it reaches super high into the air, it's not really punishable. It's good for reads off of things like this, and it's like perfect for holding ground control. You can go into itself if they're waking up. Okay, so now we're going to go over the airborne Katar attacks. So the recovery is going to be used as a combo finisher off of things like N-Light, D-Light recovery if you have 7 decks, or off of N-Light recovery if you don't, depending if you get the read like their dodge is gone or whatever. It can be used as an anti-air depending on how you're going to use it. If they're out of jumps, you can go up there and use it, or you can just wait for them to come down and D-Light. It's up to you. And grounded recovery can be used as a kill option at higher health, depending on your opponent. If they stay like in one jump height, it's pretty good. It does hit stacked if you go really far down with it, but you're really not going to go for it on people who don't jump, because you're not going to be able to hit it very often. Okay, the next attack we're going to go over is Nair. It's really good in neutral. You can float around your opponent and then throw it out, and it has some follow-up potential off of it if you do hit it at lower health, such as this if they don't dodge. You can do like Sidelight or D-Light depending on how it sends. You just have to get good at reacting to where it sends them, because every time you hit it, it's going to send a different way. So if people aren't dodging out of it, you can get a guaranteed combo usually, and if they are, then you have to read them. Like let's say he was to dodge down out of it, which a lot of people dodge these ways, then you just do something like this, get your full combo, and then read them again. We'll go into the combos a little bit later though. It's also good for soft reading off of like your true combos as well, like things like that, so it's a very good move to use in neutral and for reading. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the Sair. It's really good. It covers ground and jump height when you use it correctly like this. Because if you fastball right before the dash jump, it'll cover the jump and the dodge, which is really good when you have stage control and they're sitting in the corner like this. When you dash at them, they might jump, so if they stay on the ground or jump, it'll cover both. It's really good off stage and as an edge guard. If they're sitting like right next to the wall but not above it, you can actually fastball off the dash jump and it'll cover right there on that spot. Off stage, it also kills pretty early. It can take a recovery and then they'll die in yellow or whatever. So it's good to apply pressure on stage control and edge guard and things like that. You should learn how to use this because it goes really far, like half the stage, just like Sidelight. Okay, and finally we got Dare. It's the last airborne attack we're going to talk about. It's not really going to be used in neutral a lot. It's going to be like a combo extender or something like this. Oh, let me take his dodge off. Something like this. Or maybe off stage. If you hit him off stage, you could use it for that too, but not really going to be used in neutral. It's just going to be used in off stage and combo extension. Alright, now we're going to talk about combos and reads, what you should be doing off of hit. There's risky reads that could lead to you getting punished, and there's soft reads that are pretty much unpunishable but don't reward you as much, so we'll talk about both and when you should use them. Okay, so basically hard reads are reads that'll cover one or more options, like one or two options probably, and they're like a lot more risky, but they also have a lot more reward, whereas like a soft read will cover a lot of options, but you usually get less of a combo for it, and they're usually less punishable. Okay, so this is going to be an example of a soft read. Basically, you do the combo and then you follow them in Nair. So like, you would follow them in Nair right there, or you can set them to go this way, and then you follow them and you do Nair. You don't usually get as big of a combo for it, but it's usually a lot easier to hit and you can react a little better with it, and if it misses, you're probably not going to get punished. Okay, so this is what a hard read would look like. Basically, you get a way bigger punish off of reading them. Like, they're almost orange from that. Downside is it only reads like 1 or 2 dodges, and it will probably lead to you getting punished if it does miss. But like you can see, you get a way bigger punish off of it, other than just a nair and then maybe a delay. Okay, so you know nair is for soft reading off of side late, delay, or side late unlight now, so let's cover the rest of them. So you can use delight as a read option. It's really good for it. Like you can use it like this, and then continue with something like that. So you do side light, delight, and then you turn around, delight, recovery off of the end dodge. And then you can follow and do jump nair, but that probably is jumpable. So side light, delight will pretty much cover all the dodges except up, I believe. You'll just have to change your timing a little. So if they spot dodge, you just delay it a little bit. If they dodge in, you just turn around and do it. If they dodge away or down, you got to do it like that for down. And then if it's away, you would have to follow them a little bit and then do it. So you just got to learn the timing for them. And obviously the combo would just be like delight recovery, and then you can go for jump nair if you want, or you could go for another recovery like this. So it's up to you. It's a really good option for reading, so definitely learn how to use that. It will not cover up, I believe. It'll cover diagonal ups probably, but as you can see, like it doesn't cover that. But if we set them to up right, it'll probably cover it. Yeah, I think that'll cover it. Yeah. So if they go straight up, you cannot read it with this. You'd have to do something like this probably. If you wanted to read it with delight, you'd have to GC it like that, or you could probably dare them and then get a full combo out of it. So yeah, learn to use delight as a read option off of that because it covers almost everything as long as you learn the timings. Okay, so dare and reads will be covering like up, away, and in dodges. So you can use it for up like that, and then it goes into the loop obviously. You can use it for in dodges like this, and you can use it for away dodges like this. So let's learn how to use that as well. It's pretty good since dare does so much damage and it can lead to the loop. Also, the side light, delight, dare will work if they don't dodge at all. So if they're not dodging, you can just loop them like this. You can also go for some pretty hard reads with Sare or dare, like when you hit them off stage with side light. If they dodge down, for example, you can do things like that. It can lead to early kills depending on your opponent. You got to be careful with them like jumping up above you though, and then like putting yourself into a bad position against something like hammer or something, you know. But you can go for hard reads off things like that. I use this one a lot actually, but I'm not an offstage player, so I usually hit them with that, and then I'll run back up to the stage after like 1 or 2 hits. I'm not very good off stage. I would definitely learn how to use it because some opponents will do the same dodge down every time after you hit them off, like with side light off the stage. If it barely sends them off the stage, you might be able to get an end light though, like that, if you time it right. I think I messed it up. Yeah, so you'll be able to get that. So learn how to use that as well, because you don't have to go off stage. You can, it's up to you how you want to play. Okay, now we're going to talk about neutral game with Katars, how you should play when no one has an advantage, how to take stage control, things like that. Okay, so with Katars, you're going to want to be grounded and hold stage control as much as possible. Stage control is basically being in the middle of the map like this so that you have the advantage and they're pushed back to the corner. It'll let you kill earlier, it'll let you win more neutral interactions, it'll allow you to apply pressure better, it's just better overall to have it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to get really good at with Katars is catching landings with N-Light or D-Light. So if they're floating above you and you see that red like cloud right there, that means they're out of jumps. So they have to come down. They might dodge on their way down, but they have to come down. So you try and catch it with N-Light, and then maybe they dodge up or something. And then since your N-Light missed, you just wait for them to come down and you D-Light after. Once you get good at this, it'll feel like they can't like run anywhere. Like they feel horrible in the air, and that's where you can condition them to use side light on the ground. Also, you're going to want to learn how to stuff attacks with N-Light at opponents who just dash at you and stuff. You can just dash N-Light at them, and yours will usually win since it's quick and active. You can also bait out attacks and punish with side light. So bait them out with your movement, maybe jump once or twice and fastball, and then like backdash or dash away from them, and then they whiff an attack and you side light, and then it's a true combo from there. And then you can reset. So this is something that's really important, is resetting in neutral. Let's say you here, let me move him really quick. Let's say you hit the person, and then you're scared they're gonna wake up or dodge in or whatever, right? So you can, here, let me take his dodge off. You can like side light, D light, and then back up, or like side light, end light, and then back up, Mostly I reset off of Nair. Like if I hit him away, I'll like back up or like stay in the middle of the map. I won't chase too much because like if you dash side light and they dodge, you're probably gonna get punished. So resetting in neutral is like really important. But hitting them and then backing up sometimes is like not a bad option. It'll cover a wake up. So like let's say he attacked right there, like he came down with a Sarah and I backed up. I move out the way and then I punish again. So that's really important. Okay, so yeah, also killing. With Katars, it's really hard to kill. If you are gonna kill them, it's probably with a read, like D-Light Recovery when their dodge is gone, or Saring them off stage. Maybe you sig them with something like this, but you're really not gonna be killing with Katars a lot. You're just gonna switch to the other weapon, and kill them. Like let's say you're playing Ragnar, you can switch and Sarum an axe, or Suri like you see down the recovery on sword. Katars really suck at killing though, and you'll be doing way too much damage if you don't switch to your other weapon, so you got to use the other weapon to kill. Which is why I might start playing Sentinel. I struggle to kill with a Suri just because of her low attack. Okay, some other quick tips for neutral. After you whiff certain moves, maybe end light and neutral, mix up between doing things like staying on the ground after the end light, jumping, so if they go to punish, it misses, and then if they start catching on to things like that, you can jump dodge. So you can do like end light and a jump dodge, depending where you want to go, or to center stage, to the back, wherever you want to go with it. Just mix it up between those when your opponent catches onto one and use the other, you know? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to drop a sub and leave a like. I appreciate it. Peace, guys.